Yo, so today I'm going to be talking about something that I slightly touched on at the end of my little Usopp video a couple weeks ago, and that is the absolute decimation of Chopper, not only as a character, but even his fucking design. He just looks like a little pussy. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think there is a single person out there who has Chopper as their favorite fucking character. Those people just don't exist. So I don't think I'm going to be pissing off a whole lot of people with the shit I'm going to be saying in this video. But let me calm down. Let me start from the very beginning. So we meet our boy Chopper way back in fucking Drum Island, and he comes along with probably the best backstory we see up to that point in the story. It's like oddly in depth for a fucking reindeer boy, but I'm not complaining. We love that shit out of Oda. As annoying as it may be for people we don't give a fuck about. And that whole Drum Island arc in general kind of introduces the concept of zone fruits, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. Although Chopper's fruit didn't make a whole lot of sense since he's a fucking human zone, and he can like change how smart he is and shit, which is kind of odd, but this video isn't about that. Chopper had an amazing ass start as a Straw Hat, arguably better than anyone we met up to that point. But pretty much anything and everything that could have went wrong from that point went wrong. So Chopper doesn't really get a good moment after that until like Ennie's lobby with the introduction of Monster Point, and I love that shit. I ate it the fuck up. It reminded me so much of fucking Attack on Titan and Aaron's Titan screaming and shit, and for whatever reason it's like a reflex for me to get emotional and cry like a little bitch when I hear anime characters scream. It's very odd. I think there may be something wrong with me. I'm fucking weird. But anyways, that's about it for Chopper for the rest of pre-time skip. He gets dropped off at that one fucking weird island with the big ass birds, but that's pretty much it. But here comes the real issue with Chopper and the whole reason I'm making this video. So Chopper, to begin with, is a pretty cute character, whatever, right? And I think if I remember correctly, his original design was a little more normal and actually resembled a human reindeer more, but I think Oda made the right decision in making him a little bit smaller. It adds a little bit more variation in size and height and shit in the crew, but he still had remnants of being a reindeer pre-time skip. But that shit is fucking gone post-time skip. He turned into a chibi plushy toy. He no longer has that little snout or nose that deer have anymore. None of that. The only similarities that Chopper currently shares with a deer are antlers, hooves, and being fucking brown. That's it. Oda clearly wanted to heavily lean into the idea of Chopper becoming more of a mascot for One Piece, and I guess it worked for me because Chopper, Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, and Nami were the only characters I knew about before watching One Piece. And I guess, you know, this might be a little bit of a buzzword. I hear it a lot. Dare I say Oda gentrified Chopper. I don't know what the fuck that word means, but I think context clues, I think it kind of makes sense in this situation. But it comes at a pretty fucking major cost. They make Chopper an absolute cutesy little dumbass. Yes, he did have his stupid moments before in pre-time skip, but that can just kind of be chalked up because he was like 14 or some shit. He's like an 8th grader. He's a dumbass. But right out the gate in post-time skip, this motherfucker Oda shows us he is not playing around with making Chopper a fucking idiot. Chopper can't identify his own crew and follows around the wrong motherfuckers for like 20 minutes straight before realizing it. Chopper is supposed to be the doctor of the fucking crew, and it's like he hasn't developed object permanence yet. Yes, I do get this moment is a joke, and I do in general really actually fucking like the return to Sabaody arc, but it's a tad bit too much, you know. Thankfully, Oda did give Chopper a few new transformations, but literally all of them fucking suck and are generally pretty bizarre looking. And look, I do understand that bizarre looking and One Piece kind of go hand in hand, but none of Chopper's new forms have grown on me yet. Just look at fucking Kung Fu Point. It's so bizarre looking, I don't know how else to describe it. But unlike Usopp, our boy Chopper does not get a single memorable moment in post-time skip. At least Usopp had all the God Usopp shit. Chopper didn't get any of that. He hasn't had a memorable fight or anything. His sole purpose is to sit there, be cute, stall, and be fucking stupid. That's it. I'm just pissed because he had so much potential with his devil fruit, and it was my fucking favorite devil fruit for a while. Just because it's kind of similar to Luffy's fruit, where Chopper can kind of think of a form and it just kind of manifests itself. Because I have a feeling that fucking Kung Fu Point isn't like a stock transformation that comes with the human fruit. Well, obviously he does get transformations like that with the little rumble balls, but still, it should be like out of the realm of possibility to do shit like that, like make yourself smarter with your devil fruit. But Oda just fucking fumbled the bag with our boy, and it's very sad. Unlike Usopp, I don't think there will ever be a saving grace like Elbaf for him. Chopper, I feel, is just kind of done as a character. He is who he is, and we just gotta deal with it. He's a fucking soulless mascot at this point. That's just about all he has. He has no real goals. I mean, his goal is to cure every disease, but that's so vague. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. I know a chapter dropped this week, and I'd love to talk about it, but I really don't think any of you give a fuck about what I think of chapters. So I'll just continue to make videos complaining about shit because it does a lot better in the algorithm, and it seems like you motherfuckers like to listen to me fucking piss and moan. But Yeah.